Hey everyone, Jeff Adams here from the Icebox Radio Theater, coming on to let you know about a major change to our membership program. Now, if you've always wanted to join the IBRT but couldn't for financial reasons, we're thrilled to announce the addition of free memberships. That's right, for the first time, we're offering you a seat at the table where all the big decisions are made here at the IBRT, absolutely free. Of course, we're still offering paid memberships with additional benefits for your support, and we'll continue to offer a Patreon page as well. But we felt the time was right to open things up a little bit and invite anybody who wants to join to join. So just go to our website, that's iceboxradio.org, and click on the Join link to learn more. Thanks for your time and consideration, and as always, keep listening.
The intersection of 3rd and Main. The Chase building is on fire and I think it's going to fall. We are getting word that the same is happening in other major cities across the globe. San Francisco, London, Beijing, Dubai, Moscow. We don't know yet what the final death count is going to be. Estimations of an event like this haven't been...
Authorities are urging people to shelter as much as they can. Find your loved ones and pray.
This is Heather Johnson. I am living alone in the mountains east of what used to be Los Angeles, California. I live on a self-sustaining homestead with room and resources for anyone else out there. As long as I am alive, I will visit the corner of Beverly and La Cienega every 30 days. This message was first broadcast 13 years after the collapse. This is Heather Johnson. I am living alone in the mountains east of what used to be Los Angeles, California. I live on a self-sustaining homestead with room and resources for anyone else out there.
July 3rd. Does not have a good ring to it. And I was never patriotic, so I doubt July 4th is going to be a go either. Okay. What's the vibe gonna be today? Let's see. Good morning, corpses of humanity. Heather Johnson here, your only post-apocalyptic disc jockey, broadcasting from the formerly great United States of America. As always, if you are picking up on this signal, shift your dial over to AM 1600 for a useless message. I don't know why I haven't shut down. It's obvious we killed ourselves off, and I somehow was shouldered with capping off a species that, in my opinion, was a complete dumpster fire from start to finish. But today, we're going to double down on the Depression and spend it with some of the best from my mid-20s. Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, 21 Pilots, and Paramore. If you have suggestions, feel free to show up at the station and put them on yourself. Over and out. Yeah, gotta keep things fun. stupid old tower. Can't even reach across the... Oh, well, glad you're listening to me today. What is it now?
Hello?
Was that a voice?
Am I being received?
That was a voice.
Correct. I am commandeering your radio broadcast and inserting my own audio transmission.
You can hear me?
Yes. I am also commandeering the microphone on your device.
Commandeering? How? What? Who are you?
I am a representative of the IFB. You may refer to me as Bob.
IFB?
We've been monitoring your planet and have predicted an extinction-level event.
My planet?
Correct. I have been sent to provide assistance to the sentient species of your planet. I am a representative of the Intergalactic Federation of Beings.
You're here to provide assistance?
I've come to provide de-escalation techniques. We recognized early patterns that usually result in a significant damage to the population.
When were you monitoring these patterns?
We have been observing your system for several centuries, but it became clear intervention was needed 5 years ago.
You started flying here 5 years ago?
Apologies, that would be 5 IFB standard years. Allow me to convert that to Terran solar. It would have been roughly 30 Terran solar years ago that I began this journey.
Well, there is no one left to provide assistance to.
I am here to help prevent...
It already happened.
The event already? Well, what's the current population of the human species?
You're talking to it.
Oh, my. Apologies,
It wasn't your fault. As you mentioned, those patterns.
I am very, very sorry. I deeply appreciated human culture and came on this journey to do my best to save your species from...
Extinction?
Yes, I tried. I did. I was delayed.
Delayed?
Yes, it looks like my ship got slightly off track when I was in cryo-sleep. I should have arrived in your vicinity sooner.
Well, you get navigational errors?
Well, the ships aren't technically designed to work without a navigator as a failsafe.
And you aren't a navigator.
I'm a cultural officer.
Why didn't they send you with a navigator? Or like an army or something?
The committee didn't deem the mission important enough.
Ooh, that stings a little.
You are sure you're the only person left?
I mean, my radio signal doesn't reach the whole planet, but I've been broadcasting for roughly 19 years, and I was able to ping off some satellites a few years back to hit pretty much everywhere. But when the satellites finally gave up, I just couldn't make any more...
That is unfortunate.
Well, it wasn't like I could go up and fix them.
Oh, no, of course not. It's not that. I was just hoping...
Hoping? Hoping in the human race was your first mistake.
I am so sorry.
Well, I guess I'm here.
I presume you are Heather Johnson from the message?
Yeah, that's me. Nice to meet you. Bob?
Yes, Bob.
So, what do we do now?
Well, getting to talk to you and hear of your experiences, if not ideal, will at least be helpful. I was prepared to transport thousands of survivors, but if it's just us, well, it'll be roomy at least.
Wait, roomy? What?
Only if you want to come, of course. The archivists always prefer being able to talk to a member of a lost species themselves, if possible. It makes sure the records are accurate, that sort of thing.
So you're coming here, and you'd get me?
That is correct. You would be incredibly helpful in making sure the human archives in our library are accurate.
I would spend the rest of my life in space, talking to aliens about humanity?
Well, there is the core planet where the IFB headquarters itself. You would be given lodgings there if you wanted them.
Lodgings. Okay. Sorry. This is a lot. How long until you arrive?
Of course. I'm hoping to stop at a fuel station close by and get some help with the navigation. Then I'll have a more accurate estimated time of arrival in your system.
Cool. Okay. Good. Space. IFB archives.
Are you available to talk while I complete my journey? Just casual conversations. I have also been alone for some time.
Sure. But I need to do something with my hands, so I'm just gonna keep chopping wood.
Oh, exciting! Well, I suppose it is not for you. It is normal for you.
Yeah, I need that right now.
What is your favorite color?
I haven't thought about that since I was about 12. I guess, yellow?
Well, I have a list of questions here from your internet for adults to know more about each other when starting new relationships. Would that be more sufficient?
From the internet? Okay, sure.
Excellent. What are the most pleasurable sexual positions for you?
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna veto that list.
Oh, that is disappointing. There were questions I was very curious about. Perhaps you could assist in directing the conversation.
Okay, why us? Why Earth?
I don't think I should tell you.
Well, why not?
It's a tad embarrassing.
Oh, well, you gotta tell me now.
I don't get a veto?
Nope. My planet, my vetoes.
Humanity is cute.
Well, first off, was. And I know we weren't that advanced, but...
No, not that. See, I knew you would not be able to see it correctly. Did you follow the Excel spreadsheet championships in Terran year 2019?
I cannot say I did.
Well, that would explain your lack of understanding then. It was quite the exuberant affair.
A competition about spreadsheets.
Yes. The hard work and trajectory of the child from Macau was a wonder. It was very fun to watch. Oh, there might be more now since I was in cryosleep for so many of your years.
I really doubt there was much after 2019.
Oh, truly?
Well, in the end, we were too focused on our own stupid distractions to save ourselves.
I was hoping I could help.
Unfortunately, we tore ourselves to pieces, and all you get is me.
If I may ask, how are you still alive?
Oh, my dad was a prepper, liked to have contingencies. So when things started going south, he grabbed me and we took shelter in the bunker.
And when you came up, no one was left?
Not that we could find. When he died, I got my message broadcasting. I kept our systems going and added a trip into downtown every month. You know, the usual apocalypse lifestyle. Survival, boredom, depression.
I know your kind is usually social. It's been many years looking for other humans. Have you ever considered suicide? It appears to be the only logical solution.
I don't know. What if the other side is terrible? What if the Catholics were right? I'd be screwed.
Being alone is better?
I mean, I'm not that lonely. There is a pack of cats that come and say hello every once in a while, and the owl in the shed that refuses to shut up.
Humanity did love their pets.
Oh, we were certainly fighting nature to keep plenty of them alive. The pets that survived long enough to procreate were pretty tough. I haven't seen a chihuahua in years.
Oh, yes. Those were indeed against the patterns of evolution.
We really did mess with a lot. It's kind of wild we lasted as long as we did.
What was the plan before I arrived?
I guess just let the species trickle to the end. It feels weird that I get to decide how we all go out. Kind of feels like a big decision.
Every species has an end. Just because you are it doesn't make it a large decision.
Well, the weight of it kind of kept me going.
That is the power of the human spirit right there.
Or the power of narcissism.
That seems irrationally harsh.
Welcome to my brain.
It is a fascinating place. If you call this failing, humans aren't the first species to do it.
You mean other civilizations didn't make it?
What do you mean by make it?
I don't know, make it to a stable society? To the Federation?
Nothing is stable forever. Even the societies in the Federation.
How many times have you had to do this?
Do what?
Well, document the end.
In my career, this will be my first. But I knew a member of a lost species growing up. They would invite the whole quadrant over for these vibrant parties every year. I was so fascinated by their joy and openness for life. The species had fertility issues, I believe. They were one of the final dozen to live.
I'm sorry.
It is the way of things. I am glad I got to know them. They're the reason I knew about the cultural archives and the IFB's goal to preserve records of sentient culture.
Why are you the only one that bothered to come?
The Federation saw you as too volatile. They thought intervention would be fruitless, but I disagreed.
You must be pissed that it's just me.
Oh, not at all. Like I said before, I found your species beautiful and wanted to give it the very best chance at survival. Getting to know you, Heather, has been the highlight of my life. I've learned so much about humanity from you. If all I can do is take record, that is something. More than your species would have gotten, but certainly less than you deserved.
Oh, I wish I could think of us like you do.
Like what?
Cute?
I understand you have reason not to see yourself that way, but think of the art, the food, the parties.
We did know how to throw a good party. And in the end, it's not like it mattered.
Why do you think it didn't matter?
Well, it's not like the great ragers people threw helped us.
Immortality is not necessarily a source of value. The universe is a constant example of all things coming to an end. Time is very relative, so what's to say the time humanity had wasn't enough?
You were the one practically crying when I told you I was all that was left.
Of course I was sad. However, mourning its end doesn't necessitate a desire for more.
What?
The culture where I come from values completeness. If you start a task, there's no point to it until it is finished. Humanity helped me break out of this headspace. There is value to the thing, even if it is left undone. Lessons learned, beauty captured, fun enjoyed, all things that are part of the process. But there is a definite beauty in the complete thing. A solid house, a well-constructed poem, a well-lived life. You can certainly mourn that there won't be more while acknowledging the beauty of what there is.
Well, shit.
Well, thank you. It is good to think of these things.
It's nice to think of these things in this way. Thank you.
I hope it makes it easier, having me here.
Having someone to talk to is nice, and I have to admit, not dying alone is fantastic news.
I'm glad. I would love to complete a research project and presentation on humanity with you. It will be an incredible first to include a member of the lost species themselves in the research team. You can help with the spreadsheets. Was it that funny?
Yeah, Bob. It was positively cute. was all a hallucination. That's just fine. I know it's been a good long time since I've heard another voice. It's totally logical. My aging brain would start making something up. Oh, hello? Bob?
I've procured more accurate coordinates. If I jump in and out of light speed, I should be to you in about 3 years.
Okay, that's not terrible. I will be 71, but I think I get...
That was my math. Give me a moment to convert that to Terran. Okay, yes, for you it would be 23 Terran solar years.
23?
Which means you would be...
I would be 90 years old.
That's quite old for you, isn't it? Heather, that's old for you, right?
You're the damn expert on humanity, Bob. Why don't you tell me?
I am sure we can figure out some way of making this work.
How, Bob? How could you possibly see me surviving through my 70s and my 80s completely alone? I'm barely managing to survive right now.
You seem very capable, and if you had a solid goal to live for, we can keep talking whenever you
I
like.
knew humans were stupid, but it sucks to see aliens aren't much better. Federation my ass.
Heather, I'm sorry. I had to try, and I fear I might have made it worse. I couldn't sit by again and watch the vanishing of beautiful life, silly, ridiculous life. I had to try and save who I could and record the rest. And I fear I might have gotten carried away. I've given you hope that wasn't mine to give, and I'm sorry. Heather?
It's not real. It's got to be some sick joke from my subconscious. It's some stupid imaginary friend because I've started to lose it. You cannot go 20 years alone without starting to lose it. There was no one left to save you, and you didn't need saving. You were never going to be saved. You've made it this far on your own. Look at what you built. Everything you've survived. 10,171 days. 10,000. You're going to die alone. You are going to die alone. And that's been the case for 10,171.
Heather? Hello? Are you there?
Oh, crap! No! The rain! Oh, no! It's okay, Bob. I've got extra batteries stashed away. I can find them. Yeah, here. Okay. Here you go, Bob. Just gonna dry you off, pop in new batteries. We'll be good to go. Fitting. The last human goes out crazy, talking to an imaginary friend. I was lying before. It's lonely as hell. The easy out was always here, but I could always keep it at bay before I started hallucinating. Maybe you were my brain trying to help, but I can't do this alone anymore. And if you're not there, then you're not real. there?
Heather, yes, I hear you.
Bob, are you real?
Well, that depends on how you consider the fabric of reality, but General Federation philosophy accepts the grounded opinion that we all seem to be experiencing the same realities, so therefore, it's...
Okay. You must be real because I couldn't have come up with that.
Since it does not matter when I get there, I will not enter light speed jumps. That way we can keep talking.
You're still coming? Bob, are you still there?
Apologies, Heather. I have to be honest with you.
Okay.
The IFB didn't send me. I disobeyed a direct order and stole a ship.
You what?
I wasn't lying when I said they thought humanity wasn't worth the effort, but I thought you were, and that was enough for me.
So how screwed are you that it's just me?
If I go back empty-handed, imprisonment if I'm lucky, maybe execution.
The IFB has the death penalty?
They do not take the theft of Federation equipment very lightly.
I guess, but you were just doing your job.
I'll be sure to play them this recording. Perhaps they'll take your grateful opinion into consideration.
Shit, sorry. If I'm your only hope, then we're both dead.
Well, you aren't wrong.
What do you think's on the other side?
Not sure there is anything.
That doesn't sound too bad. But if you had to guess.
I believe the end is part of the experience. It's not good or bad, just the completion of the task.
Bob, I don't know if I can keep this up.
Keep what up?
Living. All your talk about the stupid beauty and the stupid cycle or whatever. Completion.
Oh, that was a good speech. Do you not remember the part of it where humanity taught me to appreciate the beauty in the moments?
Like, even if you are real and not just my brain making shit up to entertain me, what beauty is left in slowly dying alone?
Alone? Do not worry about that, Heather. You are not alone.
Now don't get sappy on me.
Heather, ever since discovering humanity, I have been in the pursuit of Sappy.
Well, that's not a bad pursuit.
Though I can never hope to reach your levels, humanity was the pinnacle of Sappy.
Say, what was your favorite TV show?
Star Trek.
You're kidding me.
You don't understand. The Federation never runs that smoothly. It is a comforting, escapist fantasy.
Well, that was smooth.
This has been For Posterity by Rachel Malasig. It starred Karen Shickell as Heather and Justin Kapla as Bob. Yes.